just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And Jones over to help.
Jump ball call.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Randolph passes to Lee. Clock is at 3. Kicks to Conley. Will it go? Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Conley's got 5.
That is a real nice looking deep 3 ball there, fellas.
Boy, shooting the ball with major confidence.
Terry, that's a 2. And it's Houston with another.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game. Well, the Argentinian, Pablo Prigioni, now 37 years of age, but I really like the way he competes defensively. Also a very good rebounder for a point guard.
Now here's Lee. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it's Conley penetrating. Misses from close range.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Jones dishes to Moniunas. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. And Prigioni, Clark, very selective with his shot, but he's got deep range.
Yes, he does. And, Kevin, I think he could be even more aggressive looking. He's got to be a little more shot hungry. I mean, he's over 40% from long range last season.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Memphis also making some changes. Green comes in for Lee. And it's Carter in for Tony Allen. 1:04 left in the third. To the paint. Here's Harden. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Harden's got 20.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Grizzlies have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. Conley kicks to Green. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Houston's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Beverly and Houston again with the bucket.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb, guys, here in the second half. They're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Now here is Conley. He has 5. Ariza brings the double. Carter the pass to Randolph. Can't get it to go. Here is Howard. 2 on the clock. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Got a good clear look right over the top of his defender because of that height advantage.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Rockets on top. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter. Smith is out there with Howard. And it's Prigioni in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Memphis with the ball. Udrih up top. Carter outside. Green the screen. Poked away. It's stolen by Smith. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Another shot. And the layup good by Smith. Smith's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Rockets. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
Here's Harden. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his 5th assist in this one.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
Udrih dishes to Koufos. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. And Udrih kicks to Carter. Now Udrih. Back to Carter. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
So for the Rockets, Jones checked in for Howard. Montejunas comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Terry in for James Harden. And Memphis also making a switch. Green's checked in.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Udrih the pass to Carter. He kicks to Adams. Here's Udrih. Pass to Koufos. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass. And, of course, they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
And Udrih kicks to Carter. There's a screen. And it's Udrih in the corner. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Smith for 3. Tries again. Here's Jones. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out on the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Carter kicks to Udrih. Clock at 6. Adams dishes to Udrih. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Well, I never got to compete in a dunk contest, but I've seen more than a few at All-Star Weekend. It's just amazing what players today can do in the air. And still, I think my favorite dunker of all time was Julius Erving. Watching him in transition was just a thing of beauty.
John Lure, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Nice shot by Terry.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And Udrih kicks to Adams. Poked loose. Montejunas with the steal. Smith for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Yeah, shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeouts.
Now Udrih to the left wing. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Out of bounds. It's Rockets ball.
Prigioni for 3. That one goes. Count it. Prigione's got 11 in the second half.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Here's Udrih. Terry covering. And Udrih kicks to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to get back on track. Oh, trying for it. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
1 second on the shot clock. 1.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Rockets shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Nice shot by Terry.
And if their last 5 makes, all have been from long range.
Yeah, and the defense has not done a good job of pressing in and denying. I mean, they're hanging back, playing on their heels. They're not being the aggressors here, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
Koufos the pass to Adams. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Rockets.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Well, the ball movement was good. The player movement was excellent, and you only get assists when guys make shots.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Harden. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop him.
Udrih dishes to Lure. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
.102 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Prigioni. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. The drive by Green. Here's Udrih. They need this. Terry grabs the board.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Bulls from the top of the key. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
They got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
And Udrih kicks to Carter. Udrih the pass to Carter. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Corey Brewer's checked in for Motiejunas. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Adams, he's checked in for Green. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
Well, it makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
Vince Carter on the wing. Wide open look. Here's Lure. Off target at the rim. Here's Brewer. Misses the shot. So we see Houston taking the W here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And now we send you down to Doris Burke courtside, who's with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with James Harden. Congratulations on this win. It was a team effort, aided by this electric home crowd atmosphere. What made the difference?
We were trying to play solid defense. Talk to each other, help each other out. The crowd was amazing tonight. It was unbelievable. Like I said, I'm happy for our guys. And, we got a good victory at home.
Communication's so key. James, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.